In this video, I am going to show you how I literally tricked my brain into becoming disciplined without relying on motivation and without forcing myself every single day. Once you understand this thing, discipline stops feeling hard and starts feeling automatic. But before you can fix discipline, you need to understand what is going wrong. Because for years I thought I was the problem. I used to think I am lazy, I don't have the willpower, I am just inconsistent. But the truth is, you are not lazy, you are just fighting with your brain. Your brain is designed to keep you comfortable, not make you progress. So every time you work out, do something new, start studying, your brain does something very simple, which is to resist. It tells you, hey man, just stop thinking, you deserve a break, just stop this shit, you are not meant for this, you are meant to have fun, and you should be drinking with your friends and things like that, and that's what stops. And you give it the control, you give it the full control, do whatever you want. My brain, I'm your slave, and I will just obey your orders. And that's what you do. It's not because you are weak, but you are relying on the wrong thing, and which I'm going to discuss right now. The problem wasn't that I lacked discipline. The problem was that I was relying on willpower. We all have taught to just focus and just force ourselves to do the task we hate to do, like getting up daily, just going to the gym daily when you are feeling tired. Just get the shit done. This is what we've been taught. Just get the shit done at the end of the day. It is quite correct, but it is quite wrong at the same time. That works for some days. For a few moments you can feel that you can do anything in the world right now. You feel motivated and you feel like you will get this shit done this time, but it just all fades away after 2 or 3 days. So for the short run, building motivation can work, building willpower can work, but in the long run, what you need to do, listen carefully, what you need to do is to build the right systems. I think I've said it multiple times in my video, and I'll say it again, that you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. And that's the key thing you should remember while doing something. And I'm really inspired by a book called Atomic Habits. You must read him if you want to know about how to build the right system, how to succeed by building the right system. The problem with the David Goggins mentality, that just do your shit, just be motivated, just do your shit, just feel, don't just think about discipline, just you should just be hardworking, and you should just get the shit done no matter how you are feeling, no matter what problems you have. Is that it focuses more on hard work instead of smart work. If you ever want to succeed in your life, if you ever want to get a healthy and easy life, not easy but a healthy and successful life, my opinion is you should always focus on smart work rather than hard work. There are some days in your life where no matter what, you don't feel like doing the thing, and the reason behind that problem is that you work for your system doesn't work for you. And now we're going to discuss that how can you design the system so that you can succeed in your life, you can be disciplined, and you can just get your shit done. Rule number one for building your system is make it easy. Make the things easier to access, make the things easier to operate, which leads you towards your goals. For example, if I want to improve my guitar skills, I have to keep my guitar in a place where I can easily access that guitar, and without much efforts, I can just grab that guitar and start playing and start practicing my songs. And for another example, I want to make more content. If I want to make more videos for YouTube, I need to keep my tripod in a place where I can just easily grab it and start creating more videos. So rule number one is make it easy. Just think with your own mind that how the thing you are doing right now, how the thing that is important and necessary for you at something, how can you make that thing more easier to operate, more easier to do? Because this counts into smart work, and smart work is what will get you towards your goals. Smart work is what will make you succeed. I will give you another example. For example, you want to become more healthier, more fitter, and you have joined a gym, but the gym is way too far from your home and you need to put a lot of efforts into going there. So what you can do instead, what you can do is to get a gym membership near your home, get a gym near your home, and where you can easily travel and easily go work out, and you have no excuses left. Goal is to remove the friction from the task, so that you can operate that task easily and you can do the thing on the days which you don't feel like doing. And the opposite is the case with other thing. If you want to become fitter and you are eating a lot, you are overeating, you need to put your snacks in a place where you can easily access them. So you have to put extra effort, increase the friction of that task, which is stopping you from succeeding, so that you can just focus on what you're doing right now. So the rule is increase the friction for the bad habits and decrease the friction for the good habits. That's the first rule of building your system. Rule number two is make it satisfying. This is in the book of Atomic Habit. This is the a really important concept you need to know. So what happens when you start doing a new thing, or when you start doing your job, or when you start doing a task, is that after a few moments, when you don't get the result, you just quit. You don't see any result and you quit. And that's the problem with most of us. We don't quit when we see clear rewards, right? Don't quit when we see yourself progress, right? But we quit when we don't see yourself progress. That's the problem. Progress isn't always so visible. So what you need to do whenever you are doing something, you need to make the task satisfying. Effective solution to this problem is that reward yourself with things which makes the process satisfying. So for example, you have been worked out for a month and you are not still achieved your dream physique. So what you can do instead, reward yourself with a treat or with a spa or whatever you want to reward yourself with, but reward yourself, because that's important for you to operate on the daily basis. When we see that the process is rewarding, when the process is helping us grow, our brain sees this, it helps us continue that process, it helps us to cooperate. So train your brain that the things you are doing right now are actually rewarding, are actually important, and are actually can help you get better. If you can train your brain like this by rewarding yourself, you will automatically start doing that task or job, whatever it is, more and more. So this was the end of the video, and we discussed a few very important topics here. I will maybe make a second part out of it, but for now it's the end, and thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing to this channel if you want more such self improvement and good content. Thanks.